Welcome, dear learners. Myself, Professor Jitendra Sarawa, Department of Geography, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar College, University of Delhi. Today I am going to elaborate upon the topic meaning and scope of oceanography, which is a topic in core course Oceanography in MSc Geography of IGNOU program. The term oceanography is derived from two Greek words, oikonos, which means ocean, and graphia or graphin, which means description. Thus, the literal meaning of oceanography is description of oceans. And we very well know geography is also description of Earth's surface. But like geography discipline, it is not confined only to description. Rather, it is investigative and interpretative subfield of physical geography. It is not only a pure and biological science, but also a spatial science. Oceanography can be defined as a science that is concerned with description and interpretation of the origin of ocean basins and diverse relief features thereof, physical and chemical properties of oceanic water, which include temperature, salinity, and density. Ocean dynamics, that is mainly related to sea waves, tides, and ocean currents. Marine deposits, marine plants and animals, marine resources, and marine environment. According to Tom Garrison, oceanography or marine science is the process of discovering unifying principles in data obtained from the ocean, its associated life forms, and its bordering lands. It draws on several disciplines, integrating the fields of geology, physics, biology, chemistry, and engineering as they apply to the ocean and its surrounding. Oceanography is a science that deals with the oceans and includes the delimitation of their extent and depth, the physics and chemistry of their waters, marine biology, and the exploitation of their resources. Likewise, according to the Britannica Encyclopedia, oceanography is a scientific discipline concerned with all aspects of the world's oceans and seas, including their physical and chemical properties, their origin and geological framework, and the life forms that inhabit the marine environment. All these definitions evidently indicate that oceanography is a broad and interdisciplinary field of science that focuses on the study of the ocean and its diverse and dynamic characteristics and interlinkages. Oceanography is scientific study of the physical, chemical, geological, and biological features of the ocean environment. And all these are components of its scope or field area. The voyages and marine research expeditions of the past and contemporary phases distinctly show the core and peripheral content and nature of oceanography. The oceanic environment, its infinite complexities and interlinkages with other spheres of Earth system represent the basic ingredients of this multidisciplinary science, oceanography. The progress and development of oceanography with a cosmopolitan character is a consequence of technical, theoretical, and practical advancements in spatial sciences. Oceanographers have used inductive and deductive methods to deal with scientific and practical problems and to understand the complexities of the vast domain of the ocean. The contemporary threats of climate change, pollution, coastal erosion, and loss of marine biodiversity make the role of oceanographers more significant now than it has ever been. The scope of oceanography is broad and interdisciplinary. The physical properties of the ocean are one of the key components of study in this science. Temperature, density, coastal erosion, ocean currents, sea waves, tidal fluctuations, and oceanic circulations and determinants of all these physical characteristics come under the purview of oceanography. The biological characteristics, which include the diverse marine life forms, their interactions, and impacts of anthropogenic interventions on marine ecosystems, and the role of marine organisms in global nutrient cycles, that is, biogeochemical cycles, constitute another significant area of study in oceanography. Mapping and exploration, geological and chemical characteristics of the ocean environment, interaction of oceans with atmosphere, role of oceans in regulating the weather and climate are other key components of oceanography. The multifaceted scope and interdisciplinary character of oceanography is very well reflected in the following major branches of oceanography. The first major branch of oceanography is physical oceanography. It encompasses the study of physical attributes of oceanic waters and its dynamics. It considers the ocean as a fluid in motion, controlled by internal and external factors. It investigates the relief features, physical characteristics of water like temperature, salinity, pressure, density, compressibility, viscosity, water masses, and their general distribution patterns, and thermodynamics of ocean water, waves, currents, tides, and ocean circulations. Thus, basically, physical oceanography deals with relief, physical properties of seawater, its movement, and ocean atmosphere interactions. The branch of study with specialization in ocean atmospheric investigations is also called marine meteorology. The second major branch of oceanography is chemical oceanography. It is concerned with the chemistry of the ocean. The composition of seawater and the biogeochemical cycles are its key research interest areas. The third branch of oceanography is biological oceanography. It investigates the vast domain of marine life and its subtle responses to the diverse and dynamic ocean environment. It focuses on the ecology and biology of marine organisms, and therefore it is also called marine ecology or marine biology. The fourth major subdivision of oceanography is geological oceanography. It is the study of the geology of the ocean floor, its origin, tectonic activities like seafloor spreading, seismicity, volcanism, and structural aspects of the seafloor like types of rocks, faults and faults, etc. The fifth major subdivision of oceanography is paleoceanography. It investigates history of the oceans in the geological past, along with physical, chemical, biological, geological, and ecological changes. It is intimately associated with paleoclimatology, which specializes in the study of climate in past. Another major branch of oceanography is applied oceanography. Oceanography is not just for study and research. Rather, it is also about application of that knowledge in the welfare of human beings and in maintaining the earth habitable for all organisms. The knowledge and experiences acquired through oceanography determine the use of oceans for transportation, for food security, for energy security, for water resource, for mineral resource, and for health security and much more. All these subfields, they basically show how much wide is the scope of oceanography. Besides the above mentioned scope of oceanography, scientific management of world's oceans also comes in its purview, and it has also been recognized as one of the 17 sustainable development goals which are to be achieved by the year 2030, and they were identified in 2015. It is specifically necessary to counterbalance the effects of climate change. Oceans absorb about 30% of the carbon dioxide produced by human beings. Therefore, there is a need to sustainably manage and protect marine ecosystems, to check overexploitation, to address the problem of marine pollution and ocean acidification. The national and international laws concerned with conservation and sustainable use of marine resources are also part and parcel of the field of oceanography. Thus, the study of oceanography is crucial for sustainable management of marine resources and ecosystems. In India also, keeping in view the significance of this field, this science, oceanography, a lot of research and development has taken place. Research and development in oceanography in India is relatively new. It was initiated mainly by the International Indian Ocean Expedition, that is IIOE first. The International Geophysical Year 1957-58 highlighted the significance of coordinated multinational endeavors in ocean and marine science. Consequently, the Scientific Committee on Ocean Research, that is SCOR, stimulated international cooperation in ocean sciences and gave priority to the Indian Ocean, which is the least known major ocean, for multidimensional observations and exploration through this program of research and development conducted at international level, that is IIOE first. This expedition was basically a large-scale multinational hydrographic survey of Indian Ocean between 1959 to 1965. In this major international cooperative effort, multidisciplinary scientific research work was conducted in 5 main fields of oceanography, which are basically representative of the scope of oceanography. First one was physical oceanography, with focus on distribution of temperature, salinity, density, types and distribution of water masses, surface and subsurface circulations, and optical properties of ocean water. The second major field area was chemical oceanography with focus on distribution and biochemical circulation of nutrient salts, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. The third major field was marine biology and fisheries with focus on distribution and quantitative analysis of plankton, phytoplankton as well as zooplankton, fish eggs and larvae and bathos, and primary productivity and standing crop, distribution of animals, which is basically geography. The fourth field was related to weather interactions, that is meteorology, with focus on the unique large-scale monsoon circulations, including links with tropospheric circulations and connections with Pacific Ocean, equatorial eddies, and the development of tropical cyclones. And finally, the fifth main field was marine geology and geophysics, with focus on bathymetry, nature and geological composition of marine sediments on continental shelf, and geophysical studies using gravity, magnetic and seismic exploration techniques in the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. At the end of this international effort, IIOE, to continue and widen the scope of oceanographic research and skills in India, the National Institute of Oceanography, that is NIO, was established on 1st January 1966. It is headquarters at Donapaula in Goa and have 3 regional centers at Kochi, Mumbai, and Vishakhapatnam. It is one of the constituent laboratories of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. The institute has since grown into a multidisciplinary oceanographic research institute of international repute. The principal focus of research has been on observing and understanding special oceanographic characteristics of the Indian Ocean. The major research areas include the 4 traditional branches of oceanography. They are biological, chemical, geophysical, geological, and physical, as well as ocean engineering, marine instrumentation, and marine archaeology. This institute serves as an advanced center of education in ocean sciences. Its research contribution in exploration of marine resources, especially polymetallic nodules, manganese nodules basically, exploration from a depth of about 5 km by using its first research vessel RV Gaveshni, and in organizing the first Indian Antarctic expedition in 1981 are well recognized internationally. In July 1981, the Department of Ocean Development was created to function as a nodal department for organizing, coordinating, and promoting ocean development activities in India. The department mainly aimed for development of technology relating to seabed mining, ocean energy in the form of wave energy and geothermal energy, marine environmental engineering, and instrumentation. Then exploration of marine resources, integrated coastal and marine area management, and creation of centers of excellence, and observation and analysis based modeling of oceans and ocean atmosphere processes were also considered as its key component. This department was elevated to the Ministry of Ocean Development in February 2006. Further, in July 2006, this ministry was notified as the new Ministry of Earth Sciences. One of its attached offices include Center for Marine Living Resources and Ecology, that is CMLRE, which is located at Kochi, Kerala, and the National Institute of Oceanal Technology, that is NIOT, the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, that is NCPOR, and the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, that is INCOIS, are its main autonomous bodies associated with the field of oceanography. The second International Indian Ocean Expedition was sponsored by the Scientific Community on Oceanic Research, that is SCOR, the International Oceanographic Commission IOC of UNESCO, and Indian Ocean Global Ocean Observing System, that is IOGOS program. The research and observation of this second phase program IIOE have improved understanding of the ocean's physical and biological oceanography and related air-ocean climate interactions, both in the short term as well as in the long term. Its mission was to advance our understanding of the Indian Ocean and its role in the Earth system, to enable informed decision in support of sustainable development and well-being of humankind. It also focused on capacity building. The success of IIOE2 should be gauged not just by how much it advanced our understanding of the complex and dynamic Indian Ocean system, but also by how it contributed to sustainable development of marine resources, environmental stewardship, ocean and climatic forecasting, and training of the next generation of ocean scientists from the region. The three fundamental technological changes, the development of a broad suite of organic and meteorological sciences on Earth observing satellites, the emergence of new components of the ocean observing system like the ergo floats, and development of ocean modeling in all its facets from short-term forecasting to seasonal prediction and to long-term climate projections have revolutionized the ocean science in recent past. Ocean satellites of India IRS-P4 OceanSat-1 was launched on May 26, 1999 as the first satellite primarily built for ocean applications. This satellite carried Ocean Color Monitor, that is OCM, and MSMR sensors. OceanSat-2 was launched on September 23, 2009 to provide continuity of operational services of OceanSat-1 with enhanced application potential. Similarly, OceanSat-3 was launched on 26 November 2022 with payloads OCM3, SSTM, SCAT3 and Argos sensors. The major applications planned during this latest OceanSat satellite include marine resource management, carbon and nitrogen cycling in ocean, plankton biodiversity, zooplankton, and secondary production, algae bloom detection and monitoring, climate change studies, phytoplankton physiology, atmosphere ocean processes, and biological productivity, sediment dynamics and fluvial fluxes in coastal ocean, submarine applications, biogeochemical modeling, air quality dynamics, coral reef ecosystem studies, monsoon onset, cyclogenesis, track prediction, intensification, studies of ocean surface waves, modeling surface currents, and air-sea interactions. That's all. So in this discussion, you must have realized that oceanography is a broad and multidisciplinary science which is multifaceted, which includes in its scope or purview geological aspects, physical aspects, chemical aspects, biological aspects, and interrelationship of these components as a scientific integrated discipline. That's all. Thank you very much.